Good morning. How are you guys? I was getting ready for the day and I just had some thoughts kind of crossing my mind and I wanted to share them with you. I also wanted, of course, to get your insight on this, but just a couple of things in relation to this fitness journey that I've been on since, I want to say like last August. So it's been about 5, 6 months, so almost half a year. Can barely believe it. Just to backtrack a little bit in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos about this fitness journey that I'm on, but maybe early August, I put up a video where I just talked about how I felt like such a failure, how my entire life I felt like, like many of us, start down this road of, eating better and exercising and then, losing weight and then just falling off, after 4 or 5 months and, gaining weight back, starting to feel unhealthy again, and then starting down another road and just this cycle of gaining and losing and being healthy and unhealthy and feeling great and not feeling great. Just this cycle that I felt like, gosh, I'd been on since my early teens and I'm 50 now. And, when I made that video, I was just, at the point where I was like, I felt like just so weak. And something I always prided myself on, even if I wasn't, super slender or super, cut looking or, like really physically fit looking, I always found myself to be strong, that I could, I don't know, what's the definition of strong, but just, I could very easily lift things that I needed to. I could get up off the ground easily. I could, stay on my feet for a long time. I could walk for a long time. Like I felt strong, I felt fit. And I felt like that was diminishing very quickly. And I needed to change that. And that, that was what brought me down this this most recent fitness journey that I'm on, where I just really want to make sure that I'm maintaining, strength and mobility and all that stuff. And, I had made another video kind of talking a little bit more about, being on this fitness journey and losing weight and the things that I needed to focus on and how I did not want it to be about my weight. I didn't want that language in my vocabulary anymore. Like, I just need to lose, fill in, right? Everyone's got a number, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 12 pounds, 14, 17, 22, whatever it is. I didn't want that as part of my vocabulary. It just, well, one, it's never worked in the past. And two, I just find it to be not the point. It's just not the point anymore. Like I said, I wanted it to be about fitness and strength and mobility and staying fit as I get older. But I have to tell you, over the past couple of weeks, I have slowly started to weigh myself every day. I have definitely plateaued in terms of weight loss because my trainer will weigh me, I don't know, like once a week at most. Usually we forget because he knows it's not really a goal of mine. Of course, he has clients where they have a very specific goal or whatever. So I think he's like on the weighing of them pretty consistently. But anyway, we don't do it that consistently and at most once a week. But I have a scale at home and so I'll weigh myself. And all of a sudden I've started weighing myself every day. I know there's different theories, most of them psychological theories in terms of like weighing yourself every day. For me, it's not a good thing. And not only am I focusing on the wrong thing, but your weight just can randomly fluctuate. You could work out the same way. You could eat the same exact things from day to day. And one day you could just gain a couple pounds. And so I really didn't want to focus on my weight because it derails me too quickly. You'll be working hard, losing weight, right? And then all of a sudden comes that week where you plateau, and then there comes that day where you mysteriously gain weight, and then all of a sudden I'm derailed, I'm demoralized, I am unmotivated again, and all I want to do is just like give up. I don't want to do this anymore. What's the point? What's the point? So I really, really wanted to stay away from that kind of toxic dependence on the scale, and I've been fine, right? I've been totally fine. I don't know what it is. Just, I guess since the new year, right? A couple of weeks. Yeah, since the new year, I've just randomly started to really focus on that number. I'm becoming fixated on my weight. And for what? For what? All it's doing is making me really, really like almost like neurotic about this number that means absolutely nothing. And I don't want to diminish, you know, the importance of weight, shall we say, if you are starting down a fitness journey, if you are, let's say, overweight and your doctor has, you know, mentioned maybe if you lose a couple of pounds, it'll be easier on your heart, things like that. Yes, I understand. But I do not think that there is a direct correlation between your weight and how healthy you are. Like the lower your weight, the more healthy you are. I do not think that there is a direct correlation. I do think weight could be an overall factor to your overall health. Sure, everyone is built differently, all those things. But suddenly, when I become like really, really fixated on this number, it's almost like it almost has nothing to do with anything else. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing at the gym, how often I'm going, what I'm eating. All of a sudden, all I can think about is how it's not moving, how I need to do more, whatever that is. I don't think I could do more. I need to eat less. I mean, all of these really, I don't know how else to put it, these really toxic thoughts start to creep in. And like I said, I've been really, really good. And, you know, I told myself this journey was not going to be about my weight because it had always been about my weight when I was younger. And look at me now. I'm still dealing with the same issues. So I'm like, it just cannot be about that. It derails me too quickly. It's not even the point. You know, all these things. I know all these things. And yet here I am looking at that damn scale. And I've been better over the past couple of days because I have finally recognized this, because I was starting to feel a little discouraged, a little unmotivated. Like I had the efforts, like, whatever, I'll just eat whatever I want, whatever. Do I need to go to the gym today? Probably not. You know, I was starting to get really just negative about everything. And I was like, wait, what's going on? Like I realized one afternoon, I was like, why am I like so poopy about this? You know, it's like, this is just something I do now. I go to the gym. I eat this way. It's just something I'm doing now. It's making me feel better. I feel healthier. I feel stronger, you know, all those things. And I realized that I had the scale number was creeping into my thoughts very, very subconsciously, but creeping into my thoughts. And because that number has basically been the same for like the past 2 weeks, all of a sudden I was just shrugging a lot, like, oh, forget it. I don't want to do it. Oh, that's dumb. I was really starting to like self-sabotage. And I woke up this morning and I was like, this is stopping right now. I'm not weighing myself at home anymore. Absolutely not. I'm only doing it when I go to the gym with the trainer or whatever. And I have to keep reminding myself that it is not about this stupid number on the scale. Who cares about the stupid number on the scale? It's like, I know that, but it's almost like we've been brainwashed our entire lives to think that that's all that matters. And the lower that number is, the more self-worth we should have. Again, I'm not saying anything new here. I think we all struggle, especially as women, men too, but especially as women, I think we all just struggle with this. And I'm so over that stupid scale. I'm so over the stupid scale. I'm so over that dumb number that means absolutely nothing. So I'm here to say, stop weighing yourself. I'm here to say, like, don't let your fitness goal be to lose those last fill in the blank pounds, because who freaking cares? It's just a number. It's just a number. And yeah, I have to mentally get myself back into what matters, what counts, because, you know, I recognize what the issue is that there's no finish line. There's no goal achieved. There's no prize at the end. If I'm simply just trying to get stronger, remain healthy, remain mobile. Like the only things I can really celebrate is when I add more weights at the gym, which is great. When I can do more reps, when my one fitness goal, which is, to do one smooth, strong pull-up, when I achieve that, all of these things are going to be so fantastic. But there's something about a number. There's something about numbers that we're really, really, I don't know if it's some psychological thing, but we really measure ourselves our entire lives by numbers, scores, test scores, our weight, how many subs we have on YouTube. Like it's too much. So anyway, I have to like reconfigure my brain again to stay away from this whole weight thing, to stay away from that number, and to really, really refocus on what is important. Better yet, what's important to me and why I started doing this in the first place. It's like I lost my North Star in all of this, and that is to get stronger, to stay mobile, and to stay fit. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling? I know, we always start the year out really, really strong. We put these goals on ourselves. Maybe we have some resolutions in place. And I know so many times, I've spoken to a number of friends. It's all about a number. I want to lose 15 pounds. I want to lose 20 pounds. I think if I lose fill in the blank pounds, I'll be good. I'll be good. You'll be good for what? What do you mean? So just wanted to share that recent struggle, and I'm coming out the other side. It's just this constant mental struggle. The other struggle I am dealing with, and it's very bittersweet because this is great. These are the problems I wanted to have, I guess you could say. But I have lost weight. Not lately, but I have lost weight. And so a lot of my clothes are too big. And, it should be something that is celebrated. And I am celebrating it. And I can hear all of your voices already. It's like, oh, this gives you the opportunity to go out and buy new clothes or whatever. I have a lot of clothes that I really, really love. And so I am mourning a lot of items of clothing that I can't wear anymore that I really love. Like I have my Rag & Bone Miramar jeans. These are the sweatpants that look like jeans. I love these so much. And I'm, starting to think about like packing for my European trip. These have been my plain pants for many trips now. And I'm like, I don't think I can wear them. Like the waistband is just too big. They look sloppy now instead of just kind of like this nice oversized. They look sloppy. So I'm a little bit bummed that I'm not going to be bringing these along. So yes, I just need to get these in a smaller size. But it's a bummer, it's a bummer. Like right now at this point, it's just a bummer because I'm like, oh, okay, well, okay, those don't fit. I have my favorite pair of jeans. These are my Kate Ian jeans. These are too big. They're just too big. They're too big in the waist, which surprises me because I carry a lot of weight in my gut. You know what I'm saying? So even though I lost some weight, I'm like, I don't think I lost that much in my gut. But I did. I tried putting these on the other day and I was like, oh, okay. Like great, but I love these jeans. And I have all of those elastic waisted Everlane pants. I think I mentioned in a recent video, I had them on and they're fine, but they start to droop. And yeah, they don't look that great anymore, and they are old and I should probably move on from them, but they're like a habit. Like I just go to those black pants because they're comfortable, they're black pants. So they like look pretty decent in most situations. But now I don't have those as an option. And, in the past, because I've talked about this too, my weight has fluctuated quite a bit. I've been much thinner than I am now. I've been heavier than I am now. And I have, held on to bigger clothing like, oh, I'm probably going to gain my weight back. So let me just hold on to these and I can wear them when I gain my weight back. It was like that kind of thinking. And so I've saved that clothing. And of course, inevitably, I have gained weight back. Do I go back to that clothing? Not really. They're probably out of style or I've moved on or whatever. But I think that that's really poor thinking. I think that's really negative thinking. It's not very optimistic. It's very negative. But I wanted to ask you guys, what do you do when you either outgrow your clothes in either direction, whether they get too small or they get too big? Do you hold on to them? Do you hold on to your favorites? Do you just get rid of them? Do you, donate them or whatever, sell them on Poshmark or whatever? What do you do with that clothing? Because I'm really tempted to keep them if and when I do gain weight back. But I do feel like that is very, it is very self-destructive thinking, to like hold on to it, to kind of tuck it away. Not like just keep it in my drawer, but maybe like put it all in a box and put it in storage or something. Do you guys do that? I feel like, well, I'm just being practical because it could happen and then I'll have clothes that like, if my current pants get too small, I have some clothes that I can like fall back on. But I do think that I'm like setting myself up for failure in a way. I don't know. What do you guys do? What do you guys do? I just feel like I need to change things up. I've done things a certain way for most of my life and they did not work because here I am doing it again. And what I had done in the past was hold on to these clothes. So I'm thinking, just purely logically thinking like that I should donate this clothing, that I should get rid of it, and that I shouldn't have some sort of backup plan for me getting bigger because that's not happening again. So I don't know. I feel like I'm torn between being practical because who knows, it could happen, and being like, come on, Michelle, like think positive here. Like let's not do this. Let's not go down the same road. What do you guys think? Would love to hear. Please weigh in. Always love to hear your insights. Actually, I put this question out to you guys, but I was asking you guys about like working from home and whether you guys liked working from home or not. Didn't like working from home, like so happy to get back into an office after the lockdown. Like, where did you stand? I'm really enjoying your answers. Everyone has like this nuanced situation. And I had read one from a teacher. I like forgot about that whole scenario where teachers had to freaking teach over Zoom. What a nightmare. Thank God you guys are back in the classroom. That must have been terrible. Like I can't even imagine. Oh, just what a terrible scenario. Terrible. Anyway, as always, thank you teachers for everything you do. But that was a terrible, terrible scenario for you guys. Anyway, wow, what a tangent. But let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear all of your thoughts about this. The weight and the numbers and what do you do with clothes that you've outgrown? What do you do? Let me know. And thank you guys, as always, for indulging me, letting me just kind of share what's on my mind. And I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.